Welcome to Business in Bahrain. Located at the heart of the Arabian Gulf, the Kingdom of Bahrain has always been commercially friendly and outward-looking. The kingdom is a beacon for political reform in the region. Ruled by the Al Khalifa dynasty since 1783, Sheikh Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa became ruler after his father's death in 1999. 3 years later, Bahrainis voted in a referendum to make Sheikh Hamad the first king and the country a kingdom. The country was the first nation in the Arabian Gulf to discover oil. The reserves are expected to run out soon. In an effort to build sustainable long-term economic growth, the government has shifted its focus to non-oil industries. This change has encouraged the economy of Bahrain to grow at an impressive rate of 6% for the last 10 years.
We have been very fortunate because our economy is very diversified, and therefore growth may not have been as dramatic as it is in some other countries in the region. And in the oil-producing world, it's been stable and it's been consistent.
While potential investors may shun investing in the nation in favor of countries with a larger population, thus promising larger returns, Bahrain offers access to more than just her country's population. In spite of the small size, the country's strategic position in the region offers investors easy access to a wider market base.
I think it's an ideal base to step from to the rest of the Gulf states. We are next door to the largest market of all, Saudi Arabia. 4 hours drive from Riyadh, 4 hours drive from Kuwait. With the bridge to Qatar, 1 hour drive and you're in Doha.
Bahrain enjoys friendly relations with all her neighbors. Her neutral stance and history as a center of culture, education, and health services lends to her present-day popularity. A member of various international organizations since the 1970s, including the United Nations, the Arab League, the World Trade Organization, and the Gulf Cooperation Council, the kingdom also boasts a strong bilateral relationship with the United States.
Bahrain is a major non-NATO ally for the United States. We have the 5th Fleet based in Bahrain. That's the fleet that is in charge of protecting the Gulf and the Arabian Sea. So, economically, politically, and in terms of security, our bilateral relations are outstanding, and it's hard to imagine them getting better.
In a bid to expand trade and investment between Bahrain and the United States, a free trade agreement was signed between the two countries in 2006. In fact, Bahrain is the first country in the Arabian Gulf to do so. This agreement has had a huge impact on bilateral relations between the two countries. The most tangible impact is on bilateral trade. Figures have since doubled, surpassing the 1 billion mark for the first time in 2006. The free trade agreement also sends a signal to the world that Bahrain has one of the more progressive regulatory environments in the region, a cutting-edge economy, and an investor-friendly regime. In order to further encourage foreign direct investment in the kingdom, the government has gone to lengths to ensure that the country's framework adheres to international standards.
Bahrain's transparency in introducing the international accounting standards for its reporting frameworks, the very strong regulations of the central bank in terms of really corporate governance generally, a parliamentary process in Bahrain which allows again for accountability and governance, a judiciary which is very transparent and open and developing. You have basically a leadership here which wants to be an international player and understands the rules of being an international player. So it's not only about selling Bahrain, but it's really saying we want business here which is sustainable.
One step to creating this sustainability is by breaking monopolies and opening up the domestic market to more players. A sector where the government has taken the lead in this is the highly lucrative telecommunications sector.
The new telecommunications operators from throughout the world have been able to come and set up in Bahrain, not only because the telecommunications regulation is favorable to new entrants, but also because of the general investment laws and the general laws allowing whether it's US or European companies to set up in Bahrain, again, have been very favorable. And the government here in Bahrain has put a lot of effort in moving from red tape to red carpet in allowing companies to establish.
As Bahrain has long been a center of knowledge for the region, the country offers a ready local workforce schooled in formal education. Young, talented, and armed with local knowledge, this offers potential investors into the country a leg up over other countries in the region.
If you compare Bahrain to, say, Qatar and Dubai or any of the other Gulf states, it has all the things going for them. So it's tax-free, it has great accessibility into the marketplace, it's a very centralized location. All the things which you think of are available here. What makes Bahrain a little bit different, I would imagine? Really, it is, first of all, you have a local community here, a local population, which is educated, which is available. This is something which is unique for Bahrain.
Potential investors should be also encouraged by the fact that the country has won many international accolades, including the promising Middle East and North Africa City of the Future. Looking at the figures of foreign direct investment into the country for the last few years, the country comes in third in the region in terms of absolute investment. But in relative terms, taking into account the GDP and population, Bahrain scores right at the top.
American companies which have invested in Bahrain and indeed are considering investing in Bahrain will see that Bahrain, although it's a small marketplace, it is a very safe environment. It is an environment which is very friendly to establishing companies, very easy to get permits to come and work here in Bahrain. And so Bahrain provides not only a good market itself, although small, it is a highly educated market, but it's also a very, very good base to work with not only the GCC, but throughout the whole of the Arab world, and indeed even into the Asia-Pacific region.
Knowing that she lies in a region synonymous with war and conflict, Bahrain has taken pains to present herself as a peaceful oasis. From Western-style shopping malls to international conferences, she is keen to impress upon the world that leading the list of her attractions is the safety and peace of mind that the country offers.
I think that people in the United States have a very incomplete notion of what the Middle East is like, and more particularly what the Gulf is like. I mean, sure there have been conflicts in the Middle East and there are ongoing conflicts, but as far as the Gulf is concerned, these are islands of tranquility in a broader sea of turbulence. And what I would say is there are great opportunities here for investment. These are very progressive economies. These are very progressive societies. They are open, they are modern, and there's a lot of money to be made.
This is the Vienna of the region. It's a stable country, it's safe, and it's a place where they can take their children to school, their wives can go around, do their shopping, drive, do whatever they like, dine outside and feel comfortable. This is a place where they can make their base and fly to Saudi Arabia, drive to Saudi Arabia, go to Kuwait and the neighboring countries, do their business and come here.
The country has increasingly seen many foreigners flock to its shores in recent years. Sent there to work, they find a pleasant surprise when they land.
It's important to remember that Bahrain has been a trading post and a center of commerce for hundreds and hundreds of years. And as a result, it is a society that is very tolerant of and accepting of outsiders. If you live in Manama, you will see people from all over the world. People of all religions practice their faith here, and they're accepted, and they're supported, and they're welcome.
We don't feel strange with visitors. We accept them, we welcome them, we invite them into our homes. So we are more relaxed with them, and they feel more relaxed with us. When they leave Bahrain, they remember us well, and we remember them well.
With such a warm welcome to its shores, a well-managed economy, and a large expatriate community, Bahrain is the ideal springboard to the region for overseas investors. Coming up next, finance. For more information, visit www.us-television.tv.
Leading the way since 1972, the Bank of Bahrain and Kuwait, affectionately known as BBK. Innovation, technology, and foresight. Total customer satisfaction. We have a vast network of branches in Bahrain, plus the Gulf and India. A pioneer in e-banking. Pay your bills via the internet, telephone, or ATM. Get smart mortgage finance at competitive rates. BBK. It's all about you. Your fast, friendly, local car rental service. Marshall Consultants, where every customer is treated like an individual. Daily, weekly, and monthly rentals at competitive prices. We provide the latest air-conditioned models. Whatever your car rental needs, make it Marshall Consultants. Once you've tried us, you'll stay with us. Marshall Consultants. Friendly, prompt, and reliable.
Welcome to Dilmunia, an island paradise for a balanced life. A beautiful sanctuary embracing wellness and health, the physical, spiritual, and emotional in equilibrium. Strategically located in Muharraq and the first purpose-built wellness island, Dilmunia is a brainchild of Ithmar Development Company. Dilmunia is positioned to be a global leader in the promotion and enhancement of well-being. The master plan integrates landscape design, hospitality, residence, lifestyle, and wellness. Live amidst lush, beautiful landscape, insightful designs, and lifestyle attractions that promote the betterment of life. Dilmunia, towards healthy living and the enhancement of a balanced life.
For more information, visit www.us-television.tv. Over the last 2 decades, Bahrain has earned a reputation as the financial capital of the Middle East. The sector is the single highest contributor to the kingdom's GDP. The country has embarked on a number of initiatives to establish a corporate governance code in an effort to promote effective regulation and investor confidence. It is widely recognized that the legal and regulatory framework in the country is one of the highest in the Arab world and is respected globally by international bankers.
I think the new financial players always want to work with the regulatory regime with whom they can respect and trust. And I think the Central Bank of Bahrain, over a period of 35 years since its inception, has promoted the idea of professionalism and ability to deal in a way that puts the investor at a comfort in terms of what to expect from the regulator.
The Central Bank of Bahrain boasts a regulatory process that is one of the more comprehensive and hassle-free in the region. This has resulted in Bahrain today having the largest concentration of banks in the region.
The quantum of financial institutions that have opened up sometimes does raise eyebrows, and there is a feeling maybe there is too many institutions. However, when you look at the needs of the region and the amount of liquidity that's in the region, it's not surprising. We are confident that these financial institutions will, by and large, will continue to grow and prosper. to the benefit of the Kingdom of Bahrain, of course.
With the aim of being responsible custodians of the country's economy, the nation's regulators are careful when it comes to accepting new players, and stringent guidelines are adhered to at all times.
The game plan is Bahrain will not do business at any price. So there are rules and regulations in place. There are fundamentals which the Bahrain government will certainly look at. I mean, you have really, I mean, just to give an example, the central bank here has something like 60 banking license applications in hand. Everybody wants to do business in Bahrain, but they're not going to actually accept all of them.
Over the last few years, the world has seen a surge of interest in Islamic banking due to the increase of sophisticated Muslim investors. Islamic banking is based on the principle of Sharia law, which forbids the taking of interest. Bahrain is home to the highest concentration of Islamic financial institutions in the Middle East. A number of specialized agencies have been established in the country to ensure that the correct international standards are in place and to further develop the industry.
When we had the challenge of 9/11, and the challenge was how will the world, the global community regard Islamic banking. At that time, the Central Bank of Bahrain took a quick, and I think at that time, a very brave decision of championing the Islamic banking. They brought a lot of people responsible in the industry, as well as people from the US, from Europe, and so on, and put them in a forum together in order to be comfortable. And I think Bahrain has been able to put the international community at ease. And with that, we started to see the growth of Islamic institutions in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
The Bahrain Stock Exchange began operations in 1989. Currently, there are both local and overseas companies listed on the exchange. Recognized as one of the emerging markets in the region, trading is done in accordance with international standards. Investors have access to other markets in the region through existing cross-listing agreements. Foreigners are allowed to purchase, own, and trade on the exchange. Furthermore, the construction of the Bahrain Financial Harbor reinforces the country's position as the financial capital of the Middle East. This landmark project brings together in one location all the related activities of Bahrain's financial services sector. The Bahraini real estate sector is on the edge of a boom, and the country's property market is a growing commercial asset in its own right. Legislative changes in recent years have allowed for 100% freehold purchase by foreign nationals. And this has led to the internationalizing of the property market and soaring prices.
Real estate in Bahrain and the Gulf generally is witnessing an unprecedented boom. If we look at Bahrain on its own, there are many factors that are contributing to this. First of all, the strong regulatory framework that is in existence in relation to the real estate that is stimulating the real estate business.
The profitability of Bahrain's real estate sector is also magnified by the country's geographical location. It is well placed to attract other Gulf investors and the interest of multinational corporations seeking a base in the Middle East.
Bahrain, it's been known becoming a friendly environment for the expatriates and for the foreign to come and to work, live, and to enjoy here the life in Bahrain. The stability, the political stabilities, and the economic growth, and the socio-economic. The momentum has been increasing substantially, and these factors are been contributing to the kingdoms to place it on the edge of the GCC's countries.
One of the key factors that encourage real estate developers to invest in the kingdom is the government's commitment to improving the overall available infrastructure. From wider roads to ease the flow of traffic, to connectivity to surrounding countries, all the projects outlined in the country's blueprint spell long-term planning.
There are many projects which are coming up, many infrastructure projects, including the Qatar-Bahrain causeway, and we believe these projects will stimulate further the real estate business in Bahrain. So we strongly believe that the outlook is very good.
Definitely, so the government are expediting, investing and upgrading the infrastructure, and definitely we're going to witnessing the increase of the foreign investments directed to the real estate sector, and that's where we're going to put Bahrain, and we are witnessing that Bahrain has been taking its position, and not only in the region, on the Middle East region, also on the international level. And we definitely will end up to put Bahrain on the map.
Prices that see a steady climb instead of exploding in leaps and bounds lend further stability to the market. And the country is fast building a reputation for itself that is poised to rival other long-established Middle East markets. Coming up next, tourism. For more information, visit www.us-television.tv.
I live in Villamar at the harbour.
عنواني فيلامار في مرفأ البحرين المالي.
عنواني فيلامار في مرفأ البحرين المالي.
I live in Villamar at the harbor.
عنواني فيلامار في مرفأ البحرين المالي. Welcome to Dilmunia, an island paradise for a balanced life. A beautiful sanctuary embracing wellness and health, the physical, spiritual, and emotional in equilibrium. Strategically located in Mukharak and the first purpose-built wellness island, Dilmunia is a brainchild of Ithmar Development Company. Dilmunia is positioned to be a global leader in the promotion and enhancement of well-being. The master plan integrates landscape design, hospitality, residence, lifestyle, and wellness. Live amidst lush, beautiful landscape, insightful designs, and lifestyle attractions that promote the betterment of life. Dilmunia, towards healthy living and the enhancement of a balanced life.
For more information, visit www.us-television.tv. Bahrain is undergoing unprecedented tourism development, with new multi-billion-dollar projects announced frequently. The country has found favor in the international arena and is fast reinforcing its position as one of the top destinations in the region.
Tourism has become a major player now in the country, and I'm sure its contribution to the economy will grow. And diversification as a result will be even more colorful and more varied in the next 10 years.
Known as the Island of Golden Smiles, Bahrain offers year-round sunshine and is an intoxicating mix of Eastern and Western cultures, with rich history that dates back thousands of years. One of the most popular historical sites in Bahrain is the 16th century fortress built by the Turks and later occupied by the Portuguese. Surrounded by water all around, Bahrain offers over 100 miles of coastline to enjoy. With its clear visibility and year-round warm waters, it is a top diving destination. The country's first 18-hole grass golf course, Rifa Golf Club, is conveniently located between downtown Manama and the King Fahd Causeway link with Saudi Arabia. With many activities designed to cater to different needs, the golf course is a great place to unwind after work. Another great place to unwind is the Banyan Tree Desert Spa and Resort. It is the only all-villa private pool resort in the Arabian Gulf and is one of the Middle East's most luxurious hideaways. Home to one of the world's largest hammams, a stay at this resort will be truly unforgettable. Bahrain also has the distinction of being the first country in the Middle East to host the Formula One Grand Prix Championships. Since 2004, the elite of the motor racing world have made their way to this tiny country annually. Keeping in line with this relaxed and tolerant attitude towards foreigners, one can find many nightlife entertainment places in Bahrain. From bars to clubs, partygoers can soak in the ambiance of an Arabic-flavored night or dance away to the latest club tracks spun by top international DJs. With her reputation for fairness and accountability, world-class infrastructure, and a cosmopolitan and democratic society, Bahrain offers an easy gateway to the Arabian Gulf. Moreover, the existence of the free trade agreement between the United States and Bahrain for over a year has allowed for initial kinks to be ironed out and the rough groundwork to already be smoothened.
Generally, when you look at really the West and look at really some of the developing countries, Bahrain is a good median. It's where people think we will be here. It's a good value proposition from a business, doing business perspective, from employment perspective, and yet easy reach to the Western environment, easy reach to the Eastern environment. You still have your nice holidays. I think people enjoy that process.
I and my family, in fact, find Bahrain a very friendly environment, very easy to live. And indeed, I've met a number of people who said they came here to work for 1 year and 20, 30 years on, they're still here.
Put aside your preconceived notions about what the Middle East is like. Come here, see for yourself. It is a place to make money.
And together with the financial attractions, the island also offers a lifestyle opportunity that is highly desirable. From the red carpet treatment to promising private sector opportunities, would-be investors can rest assured that their businesses will see sustainable long-term growth on this booming island. Thank you for watching Business in Bahrain. We hope this program has given you an insight to the growth and opportunities of this country.